How about you? Sure. I'm just playing this video while I go into this topic real quick. You have a lot of our own people go against their own people. They don't even like the truth coming out. Like the scriptures say, have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? When you tell a nigga a lie, they gonna believe that shit though. They don't wanna hear no real shit. They wanna hear some fake shit. But I'm going to this one scripture right here. In the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 27. It says, an unjust man is an abomination to the just. So when you just and you carry yourself a certain way, you ain't trying to be around none of that stupid nigga shit, that wicked ass shit. You can separate yourself from that stuff. You ain't gonna go flock to it and, oh, let me see what this is. You're gonna be in a different mind frame. And saying, he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked. So if you upright and you ain't on that type of shit, people gonna make up all type of bullshit and say all type of stuff about you. Try to bring your name down, try to slander your name, try to throw little roadblocks in the way of you to keep you from getting to certain areas because they see that you upright and they wicked, so they feel, oh, he too good to do this. He don't want to come do this with us. That type of shit. And that's how people be, man. And they be our own people, man, because they gave up the prophets and stuff like that. Was telling on them, saying where they was at. Just doing all type of nonsense. Talking shit. They talk shit about the Lord. About John when he was on the scene. So what more now? Of course they're going to be talking to you now. Especially when you coming in these scriptures. And when you're really walking into it, it ain't just like just reading it and then just read it and close the book and that's it. You go live your life. No, it's actually applying it. So, because people, they know who be applying what. They can look and tell like, okay, it's something different about this person right here. What he be doing. So I'm going to, I ain't going to make this too long. This going to be something short. I just want to speak on this because something that came to my attention about how your own people, you can do good by people. And as soon as you speak on something that's truthful, they get mad and get in their damn feelings about the shit. Instead of thinking logical about the shit. But this in the book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 55. And this is what they were saying about the Lord. And I'm going to go on and read about John the Baptist too, which in the Hebrew, the Lord's name is Yahweh Shah. And in the Hebrew, John's name is Yakanan. So in chapter 13, verse 55, it says, is not this the carpenter's son? Is not his mother called Mary? His brother James, and Joseph, and Simon, and Judas, and sisters? Are they not all with us? Whence then has this man all these things? And they were offended in him. But Yahweh Shah said unto them, a prophet is not without honor, save in his own country and his own house. And I know once I really started getting into these scriptures and all that, because I was living worldly, I was running the streets, doing all that wild junk. And once I chilled out and cut all that stuff out, people realized and started seeing that. And they was looking at me like I was being wicked, but when I was being wicked, they was looking at it like it was a good thing, though. So I was like, man, what the fuck? This some backwards ass shit, but that's how people are, though. And it says in verse 58, it says, and he did not many mighty works there because of their unbelief. Because when I was telling people this stuff, they definitely didn't believe. They definitely didn't believe, I should say. So I could just imagine what was going on back then in those times. He was doing all these miracles, showing all these different signs, healing people, allowing people to walk, giving people their sight back, bringing people back to life. All type of miracles that books can't contain. And these niggas still ain't believe. So I'm reading chapter 14 in the book of Matthew. It says, let's see where I'm going to start after this. Yeah, I'm going to just read on down and go through, because this is exactly how people do. Just to give an example of how people really be going hard, just for edification. And they exhort certain brothers that might go through certain scenarios and they feel like, damn, why it seem like your own people come against you, talk down on you, whatever. That's a good thing. I mean, if they doing that, that's damn chill. That's a good thing, because everybody being a yes man, I mean, you ain't doing something right. It says chapter 14, verse 1, at that time Herod the Tetrarch heard the fame of Yahweh Shah and said unto his servants, this is John the Baptist. It said, He is risen from the dead, and therefore mighty works do shoot forth themselves in him. For Herod had laid hold on John and bound him and put him in prison for Herodias' sake, his brother Philip's wife. For John said unto him, It is not lawful for thee to have her. So there goes John telling him, like, hey, you ain't supposed to be messing with her. And saying when he would have put him to death, he feared the multitude because they counted him as a prophet. And when Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herodias danced before them and pleased Herod. So you already know, if put one and two together, you know what was going on after that. It said, whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she would ask. And she, being before instructed of her mother, said, Give me here John the Baptist's head and a charger. So just because John was speaking upright, they put him to death. It says, when you read on some more, it says, and the king was sorry, nevertheless, for the oath's sake, and then was sat with him at meat. He commanded it to be given her, and he sent and beheaded John in prison. So, stuff like this, our people was doing that shit, our own people. And all the different captivities, and when they was, going through all those different places in Rome, Greece, Sumeria, Assyria, Egypt. They had the same niggas is cooning. Niggas been cooning before that word came out. So let me go back. I'm going to go read another scripture and I'm going to end it on this. I ain't going to go too much longer on this. Let this be it. It says in the book of John, chapter 15, it says, the world hates you. You know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world will love his own. But because you're not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. So you feel like you're getting hated, and not even just feeling, because you don't want to get caught up in your feelings, because like the scripture says, the heart is deceitful above all things, and the heart just goes into your mind and your thoughts. So when people be always talking about their feeling and all this stuff, they be having deceitful thoughts. So Salaki on that. From a logical standpoint, when you realize people coming at you just for how you carry yourself, you might be extra clean, you might be extra organized, you follow commandments that the Lord gave us to follow. Of course, we can't keep all of them, but you do practice the laws. And like the scripture says, faith without works is dead. So you can have all the faith in the world, but if you ain't doing no works, then that faith is dead. So people hating you for that stuff, hey, they was hating back then. So call all your Habashim and Yahushua. Shalom to all the apostles and elders and the other teachers. And shalom to the elect.